What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Now, jumping right into this video, I have teamed up with Nadula to bring you this beautiful unit. Y'all, I made the mistake of actually cutting into the bag that they gave me in the midst of me like doing an unboxing, y'all. Okay. So anyway, when I open this up, y'all know we get the typical Nadula packaging. Usually they give me about 2 to 3 wig caps. It's 2 in each packaging, so they anywhere between 4 to 6 wig caps, which all of these are actually add-ons. So in the event that you need the additional like wig band, there's one that says Nadula. They have another package that has like a brush and a couple of other things, and then they also have a robe. If these are some things that you guys would like for them, definitely just make sure to add it to the cart before you check out. Now, the unit that we're looking at today, let's say this, okay? I'm usually expecting for the wig to come pre-plucked, pre-bleached, pre-style, because ideally you're paying all this money. That's exactly what you want. So we're gonna put it to the test today. You guys can see that the lace on this is transparent. This is a 7.5, or I shouldn't say point, it's actually a 7x5 unit, which is adjustable. Of course, you guys can see we have the elastic band so that it can be worn gluelessly. This is on a stretch dome cap. It even has that same little gripping space down in the nape of the neck. That way you don't have to worry about it like sliding. Now, what made me nervous, okay, now that we got the hard part out the way, was the way that the hair looks initially. So the one thing you want to do when you get your hair, especially curly hair, is to go ahead and just wash, condition it. Even if you decide you don't want to do a full shampoo, okay, throw some water on it, put some conditioner in it, just to kind of activate the curls. Y'all know an install for me is always going to be simple because I'm going to throw on that wig cap. I took some True Scalp tape, laid that baby down. If you are not familiar, go through the playlist. I have a ton. I use them in all of my wig videos. And so I took a little bit of foundation on a powder brush just to lightly go inside of the cap. Once I got it on my head, y'all can see it was not moving because, again, this can be worn gluelessly. Now, y'all know my version of Glueless usually involves some type of like hairspray. In this event, we did not need it at all. So I actually ended up just kind of pulling the hair out of my face so I can really see what I was working with. I did not have to do anything extreme to this unit besides setting the curls. Obviously, if you want to do the baby hair, you can definitely style them up. I use a little bit of edge booster with the black top. That's like their standard hold, so nothing too crazy. I put it at the base of the wig, and then I'm just going to tie it down with the Nadula elastic band. Now we can kind of get into really focusing in on the hair, because the thing is, when you get this hair, usually curly hair is not going to come to you already pre-gathered, right? It's definitely going to be processed, so you want to get it together. So I usually start by adding just some face framing layers. Unless I want this to really be layered all the way around, usually I'll just keep it in the front. I actually went ahead and took some leave-in conditioner. I grabbed the first thing that I saw, something really inexpensive and easy to find, was the Do Grow leave-in conditioner. I had done a video with them a while ago, and I actually love the products on my natural hair. So yeah, I mean, this is not natural hair, but it definitely was thick and creamy enough to kind of gather the hair and get everything looking nice and soft and definitely ready to go. Now, you do have a couple options. I'm one of the girls that if I'm wearing curly hair, I usually want it to be clumped together. I want the curls to look nice and laid down, because what will end up happening is the more that you wear it, the hair is going to get bigger on its own. So I at least want to set the curls. So y'all know, typically I will have like a water bottle, and I'll just use that to kind of go back through, because when I initially shampooed and conditioned it, I didn't really show that part because that's kind of self-explanatory. The hair was damp, but just in the midst of me kind of doing the video, sometimes it takes a little longer, refilming parts and all of that. I just needed to refresh it a little bit. So it was still very damp, but just for the sake of the clumping, you do want this almost like wet, okay? And then I went in with some Cream of Nature mousse, which you guys can use whatever mousse you feel comfortable with. I recently discovered the Pattern Beauty mousse, which I think is really doing what it needs to do. Y'all, let me say this about this hair. When I first took it out of the packaging, I was nervous, number one, about the color, because yes, although I have done a copper brownish red before, I have never done it with curly hair. So even up until this point, I was unsure, and I had been testing out makeup looks because I had a gala that I was going to go to. The pictures for that have already since been posted, so check out Instagram if you have not already. But yeah, so in this case, I was just kind of like, oh, what is this gonna look like? Because curly hair, especially when it's like a kinky curl, deep curl type of situation, usually looks like noodles until you actually take it out the pack, put some water on it, okay? So that it kind of fluffs up. That is such a weird analogy. I can't. So you guys will see it looks like a ton of product buildup, but that is on purpose because I needed everything possible, or I wanted everything possible to really weigh the hair down so that it would clump the curls. Now, ideally, you would not want to do this with a regular paddle brush. I would tell you to do this more so with a detangler, because with this particular paddle brush, I keep saying pattern. Anyway, yes, with this particular brush, it kept getting caught on like some of the ends, and it's curly hair, so it's gonna wrap around the bristles of the brush, and so that was just a whole thing. But anyway, once you get everything nice and set, you don't want to touch it, okay? If you know that you're gonna be wearing the hair mostly like behind you, go through and go through and comb everything together. But this is how we were looking. So far so good. I did actually use my Pattern Beauty blow dryer with the diffuser. I will actually list the links to the blow dryer down in my description box as well, along with any of the other products that I have used and mentioned in this video. And so yeah, the hair really transformed. It absolutely needed the conditioner, because sometimes when you get processed hair, especially when you are not paying an extreme amount of money for the hair, listen, it's processed, okay? So I definitely needed everything to come back to life, get very soft, textured, vibrant. It did not shed, so I was happy about that. Typically, curly hair will shed a little bit more just because you're kind of combing through it, brushing it out. This is a more transparent lace. I don't think the lace was like super thin, but y'all be the judge. You guys, I'm only using True Scalp tape, and I literally took a little bit of my foundation on a small little brush and then literally just went down the part. So that helped fade out the knots even more. So as you guys can see, everything is blending nice, pretty. I kept it soft. Don't overkill. I know sometimes we go in with makeup, you don't want it to be so noticeable that somebody's like, oh, okay, she put concealer in her part. Weird, okay? Like, no, keep it very light-handed, soft. Y'all, this hair is super soft at this point, beautiful, vibrant. I ended up changing colors because I was just like, y'all know I love to let my skin show, okay? The color complemented my skin tone really well. I definitely like that I did add a little bit of that face frame in there just to kind of give it a little bit more shape and all of that. So you guys let me know what you guys think. Of course, my final thoughts will be listed down in my description box. As always, all the products will be linked there as well in case you need anything specific. And one of the best things about this wig is because it is a wear and go type of unit, once you set it, you should pretty much be good for weeks at a time. The most you may have to do is apply a little bit of water. That's it. But these bye-bye knots were a plus for me. So sometimes you just got to trust the process. Y'all, disregard my bent over. Okay, right now, I'm just trying to show y'all the hair. Get into it. You see it. Anyway, of course, you guys know this is a glueless unit, so I just popped it off real quick. I love y'all so much. Stay pretty. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye, babies.